want you, I want money. I don't need you, I want money. I'ma do my out of my mind. Don't know the time, should've seen all of the signs. I gotta go for a ride.
Alright, today we're going to be looking at the Asus Harpe Ace. And in my opinion, an underrated banger that came out last year. Yeah, when you think Asus, all you could think of is their gaming monitors, their GPUs, and probably their gaming laptops. But did you know they also make gaming mice? And not for nothing, they're actually pretty good at doing that too. Which finally brings us to the Asus Harpe Ace, a collaboration mouse between AIM Labs and Asus, to let us know that
they're always in the shadows, waiting, watching, analyzing us gamers.
Or just, I guess, like showing us that, you know, they actually do care about giving us gaming mice worth using or whatever. Alright, before we begin though, let's get this unboxing going. You obviously get the mouse with the little AIM Labs logo. Shit's kind of fire. And then you also get a 1K polling dongle. And honestly, what's really cool is it has this little clip at the bottom as well, so you can kind of clip it into your table. Interestingly enough, you also get the USB-C to A cable, which is braided, big win. You also get extra PTFE skates. And you also get some grip tape. God, I fucking love grip tape so much. I put it on literally every single mouse that I put on. I could kiss you on the mouth, Asus. So anyway, this mouse actually has literally like no flexing or creaking at all. The main buttons also have little to no side wobble as well, which is fantastic. Overall, it feels extremely solid in my hand. So let's go for the sound test. Alright, now let's take a look at the shape. Alright, so for reference, I have like really small hands. I'm going to throw up the measurements on the screen. But holding this mouse, like it just feels like you're holding on to the booty cheeks of the mouse. Like it just completely fills up the palm, but not really the knuckles at all. Best way I can describe it is just it's a mouse with a big butt. And with this type of design, it's mostly for an arm aiming experience for sure. So if you love having more palm contact, this is it for you. Now we're going to compare this to the Superlight 2. I definitely do believe the Harpe Ace was meant to be a Superlight competitor. Like honestly, the Harpe Ace just feels like if the Superlight just hit the treadmill and then lost a few pounds and slimmed down and then went to Brazil to get a butt lift. Like it's literally a BBL mouse. Like you can literally feel it in hand, right? Like there's way less back hump contact on the Superlight when you're holding it. You get a little bit more knuckle though. And then when you hold the Harpe Ace, you literally feel that big butt pushing into your hand. Like damn, yo, keep backing that ass up more. Alright, but enough about backsides here, alright? Let's compare the sensor placement here. What you'll actually see though is that the Harpe Ace's sensor is actually slightly lower. Alright, to just simply put it, if you are a wrist aimer and you care about speedy flicks and movement, you're going to prefer the Superlight a bit more than the Harpe Ace. And if you're an arm aimer who cares a lot about how precise their wrist movements are when they're kind of doing wrist micro adjustments, the lower position height on the Harpe Ace will actually be better for you. So in terms of software, you do not need Asus Armory Crate. I would suggest to just go straight to Armory Crate Gear, which is the lightweight software version that only just controls the Harpe Ace. It also just has everything that you need in terms of customizing the mouse. So in here, in this tab, you can customize its buttons. You can also go to the performance tab and customize the DPI, angle snapping, and there's acceleration. I wouldn't touch that though. You can also customize scroll wheel lighting as well. You can also customize the surface calibration. I would leave this default personally because I think it works perfectly fine as is, even on glass. You can also customize the power, and you can also do firmware updates as well on this. So you really have everything that you need. Alright, so in the spirit of the AIM Labs collab, I decided to, you guessed it, load up Roblox and then yap about the Harpe Ace. Yeah, no, but it's nothing too crazy. I mean, the Ace performs just exceptional. The lower sensor placement on it gave me a better sense of control when it came to my horizontal movements. And my wrist adjustments when I was aiming definitely felt very pinpoint and precise. Honestly, I think it's really just a combination of how much palm contact I had, coupled with the lower sensor placement. Like, I'm someone who cares about having a lot of palm contact, so for me, this type of mouse will always be up my alley. Like, for me, the more contact points, honestly, the better. Like, seriously, I think I was just overall really surprised at how much I really like this mouse's performance. Like, dude, I was like frying on 1K polling, and I mean, even that conversation alone, right? Like, 1K polling versus 4K polling is like low-key schizophrenic at this point, because I was using 1K polling and that shit felt hella responsive. And like, honestly, the more I used the Harpe Ace, the more I thought, like, dude, this is an amazing Superlight alternative. In the aiming experience, coming from someone who is an ARM aimer, I think this is fantastic. Like, I know at this point I'm just glazing the fuck out of the performance, but genuinely, I think it's very impressive with what Asus have done here. There was no polling rate instability as well. I had no connection drop-offs as well, and I consistently use this thing. Like, the battery performance is amazing because I'm only running it on 1K polling as well. And the clicks and the side buttons felt very responsive when I was using them in-game. Like, I essentially noticed no latency at all when I was using this mouse, which is also very impressive. And also, there were no spinouts at all when I was using this on the glass pad. I think the sensor works phenomenally on glass pads, and the stock skates that come with it glide beautifully across basically any type of glass pad surface, I will say. I think performance-wise, this pretty much covers it. Overall, it just performed phenomenally and better than I expected. Alright though, but in conclusion, I really do think Asus cooked here. I mean, I think this mouse really flew under the radar personally, and I think it's a great Superlight alternative. I also think people with big hands will probably appreciate this mouse a lot. Like, it's just one of those mice that really fills out your hand really well, just because of that big butt in the bag. I know I keep bringing up butts for some reason in this review, but honestly, it's the best way I can describe it. And I think the timing of this video is perfect just because of the fact that it's actually on sale right now, like for a Black Friday deal. I mean, this thing really just goes on sale a lot, to be honest, aside from Black Friday, and it's usually priced at around 70 bucks. And in terms of performance to value of the mouse, I think the Harpe Ace just knocks it out of the park personally. I could not recommend this enough. It flew under the radar, but I really think it deserves even more attention. Even though it came out last year, it still performs amazing this year. I think the timing of this review is really good, just because it's on a Black Friday sale right now, so I definitely recommend it at the $70 price tag. I think that about covers everything, to be honest. If you mess with my video, give a like, man. Shit helps a lot. If you really like my video, smooch on that subscribe button for me. I'll really like that. Or don't. I mean, your choice, really. If you have any more questions about this mouse, just leave it in the comments. I'll answer literally every single comment. If you guys also want me to review anything else, comment it below, and I'll see if I can get my hands on it to give a proper review for it. Hope you guys all enjoy your Thanksgiving, and try not to fall too much into consumerism come Black Friday, alright? Alright, peace.